What's up, Earth Angels? My name is Tay, and I'm a psychic healer here on YouTube. Today we're going to do a pick-a-pile reading all about how to make it to the next level. This includes what boundaries you need to set, what routines you need to put in place to make it to that next level. But first, I need you to choose one of these three piles. This is pile 1, little container with a sage, a little fire bowl. This is pile 2, black tourmaline, same as on my finger. And this is pile 3, just a little tiger's eye crystal. So once you've chosen one of these three piles, you can go to my description box where I put all the timestamps for each of the piles. And how it works is you just click on the timestamp and it actually takes you to your part of the video, so you don't have to try to find it or scroll through. So I will see you in your reading. What's up, pile 1? If you chose this little sage bundle in my little burning bowl, this is going to be a reading all about how to make it to the next level. So the first thing I'm getting for you is that you need to loosen up. Loosen up, like it's like you're doing things too tightly, or you're putting too much pressure on yourself, and you really need to just like loosen up and take this pressure off. So Spirit, show me, tell me more about this. How can pile 1 make it to the next level? How can pile 1 make it to the next level? There's a message about you stop worrying about money. Stop trying to focus on, oh, money, money, money. There's things, did you hear that little ding from my phone? That one's a big one. Stop focusing on money. You also need to think about habits and behaviors that are not serving you, maybe thoughts and ideas that are not serving you. When you say things like, you put these tight ropes, like I think of somebody who has like a tie that is so tight, and you're just like being suffocated by your thoughts, by your ideas, by your routine. It's just too much. Like, loosen it up. Let go of things that are not serving you. Maybe it's not serving you to be up for 23 out of 24 hours of the day. Maybe it's not serving you to be on such a strict diet. Maybe it's not serving you to be at the gym for 6 hours or doing 2 days. It's like this routine that is just a little bit too much. It's exhausting, and it's causing you to judge yourself even more than you already do judge yourself. It's like somebody who becomes obsessive over something. For example, like if you're doing bodybuilding and you're in the gym every single day, looking in the mirror every single day, and you're judging yourself harder and harder and harder every day. And one day you look a little bit more bloated than usual, and you're like, you need to stay in here for 3 more hours. Like, it's something like that, rather than being like, oh, my body goes through cycles. And so it's something that is almost becoming obsessive, and it's too much. And Spirit, what is this 3 of Swords about? What is this 3 of Swords about? Because you're somebody who already shines, and so you already shine. You're already highly magnetic, highly attractive, center of attention, somebody people look at a lot. Oh, wow. Apparently this one is like for real. Like, yeah, someone that everyone has attention on, all eyes on you. And so you already have this about you. And so you have to start seeing it about yourself. And when we come to this heartache and this suffering, it's because there's a sense of heartache and suffering because of your need to control, everything in your life, control all the outcomes. It's like, that's why I get this obsessive personality, or this obsessive idea of like counting your calories like really deeply, or counting your macros really deeply, or spending every single day you're gonna spend 45 minutes exactly on your walk. It's like there's no room for change. There's no room for something different. It's like it has to be perfect. It has to be this way. I have to eat the same thing. I have to do the same thing. I have to spend this amount of time studying. And if I don't do that, I'm a failure. And so whatever it is, it doesn't have to be the gym or your food or your studying. It could be your work. Whatever it is, loosen it up, because it's causing you a lot of pain in your chest, a lot of tightness, a lot of anxiety. I'm telling you, somebody who is literally trying to loosen up the tie. Spirit, tell me more about this. And because you're so hard on your routine, you're also so hard on yourself. And while you try to be positive and think, oh, like this is what I need to do to be successful, you also are taking away from your energy. You're putting a damper on your energy. It's not protective of yourself, it's hurtful to yourself. It's like kind of stabbing yourself energetically again and again, like you're not good enough, you're not good enough, you're not good enough. It's like you're more than good enough. You do these routines that nobody can do. You're more than good enough. But you don't have to do these routines. This is not the way to level up. This is not how you get to the next level. This is how you literally tire yourself out and make yourself not feel good. Spirits, tell me more. Okay, we want to move into boundaries. So what boundaries does pile 1 need to level up? What are the boundaries? Okay, so when you're tired, you need to take a break. When you're tired, you need to sleep. When too much is on your plate, you need to take something off your plate. When you've had more than enough emotionally, you tell someone, I can't hold the space for you. It's like anything that is exhausting to you, you have to like minimize. You have to let go of. You have to take it off. You have to admit to yourself that I can't handle this right now. I'm going to take it off my plate because it's better for you in the long run. There's also something to do with toxic behaviors that you have to have boundaries with, and specifically, self-sabotaging behaviors like talking down to yourself, talking bad to yourself, being negative, talking shit. That's something that you need to let go of. That's a boundary you have to have with yourself. If you're saying things like that, you're crossing your own boundaries. You're being disloyal to yourself. You need to, set that strong boundary of, I do not talk to myself like this. I don't let other people talk to me like this. So why am I letting myself talk to me like this? I'm crossing my own boundaries. And Spirit, what else? What other boundaries? Are there any more boundaries that they need to set? Are there any more boundaries that they need to set, Spirit? So there's boundaries you need to set with judging other people as well as judging yourself. And if you start to judge other people, you need to set a boundary and stop. Because when you judge other people, it puts you in this energy of negativity, and it also puts you in a low vibration. And then you're attracting the wrong types of people, the wrong types of things. You're working so hard, tirelessly, killing yourself in the gym, killing yourself at work, killing yourself in your relationships, whatever it is. And now you're exhausted, you're tired, and you're in this negative headspace, and you're judging people, or you're judging yourself, and Spirit's saying you have to be a little bit nicer to yourself, nicer to others. Just because you can spend all this time working and look at you're feeling exhausted and you're not necessarily leveling up to where you want to be. So you can't be judging other people for not doing the same, because maybe they have a different routine. They're doing way less and they're leveling up. And so Spirit is saying, look at everything from a different perspective, not in the eyes of judgment, but in the eyes of wonder, in the eyes of, oh, I wonder why they do that. Or not like, oh, look at them, they're fucking doing that, what a loser. No, like, I wonder why they do that. Or maybe you don't wonder about them at all, but it's like taking that judgment out. That's a boundary, Spirit. What else? Are there more boundaries that need to be set here? Okay. There's a boundary that comes with, so we have the Knight of Swords and we have the Nine of Pentacles. So there's a boundary when it comes to like reacting too quickly. You need to recollect yourself, breathe, take a second to step back, think about it rationally, don't act in emotion. And for some of you, this is anger, this is just like snippety comments. But the thing is that you're tired. If we could solve this tired issue and we could set these boundaries of being nicer to yourself and giving yourself a little bit more love and care. And by giving yourself more love and care, I mean, yeah, knowing when enough is enough, knowing when there's too much on your plate, knowing when you can't handle the situation at hand. And so a boundary needs to be set in how you react to others. Are you gonna just blow up or go off on somebody? No. And so Spirit wants you to be more mindful of that. And the next one is, there needs to be boundaries when you're chasing money. Because if you're just staying awake for all these hours because you're money chasing, is this really the life you want to live? You want to make all this money, have all this abundance, and live like this? Live exhausted, it's like, Spirit's giving me this example. During COVID, so I'm a personal trainer, and during COVID, gyms were closed, so I was open because my gym is in my house. So it's downstairs right when you walk in, it's in my house. I wasn't worried about COVID, to be honest. So I'm like, yeah, I'm open, come on in, right? So as the gyms are closing, I'm having an influx of clients in person. And just to put in perspective, right now I have about 30 clients, and during COVID I had about 63 clients in person. And with 30 clients, I work a normal schedule, like, 30 to 40 hours a week. But with these clients during COVID, I was working 14, 15 hours a day. Then I had an influx of online clients. And yeah, I was making great money. But it got to a point where I was breaking down physically, mentally, emotionally. I'm like, I'm going to have a nervous breakdown. And the universe helped me. When I had that realization of, I'm going to have a nervous breakdown, I can't handle this. The money is not worth it. I can't level up any more than I've already leveled up. And if I want to level up, I have to go about this differently. And so Spirit is showing me, you have to go about this differently in order to level up. Spirit, are there more boundaries? So now we're going to look at what routines you should set in place. Spirit, what routines should Pile 1 set in place to level up? What routines should Pile 1 set in place to level up? What routines? Okay. So when you start to focus on things that are bad about you, you need to turn around and focus on your potential. You need to start focusing on the good. So I know this has a lot to do with your boundaries, but it's coming up again because it's something that you do a lot. And Spirit wants you to start focusing on the good every day. Focus on what your potential is. Focus on your strengths. Focus on what good you have accomplished, what you have done, and not what you have not done or what you have not accomplished. Because we need to switch your perspective to a more positive perspective, a higher vibration, a higher perspective. And so every day wake up in gratitude. Wake up in gratitude for this life that you live, for your ability to eat, to walk, to communicate, to have friends, to have family, to go to the gym, to go to work, to have an income, whatever it is. Wake up in this sense of gratitude. So that's part of your routine, waking up in gratitude. Spirit, what else? Were these supposed to come out? Okay. The next part of your routine is letting go of this need to control and just trying to choose trust moment by moment. So this is about someone jumping in fearlessly into the unknown. And so Spirit is saying, stop trying to control the outcome, stop trying to know the outcome, and start trying to choose trust moment by moment. So if you're having anxiety, this heart pain we're talking about earlier, if you're having anxiety and you're having stress, just say, I choose trust. I choose trust. And put more trust into the universe. Because the universe has your back. The universe is like, damn, this person works hard as hell and they don't need to work this hard. We need to teach them how to work smarter, not harder. And then what is this? Was this supposed to come out, Spirit? Okay. So this is about the routine, and you need to start looking up to yourself. You need to start looking up to yourself for who you are. And a really good way to do this is to give yourself positive affirmations, because how people see you versus how you see yourself is not accurate. And so giving yourself positive affirmations right now, think of 3 I am statements. I am fearless. I am positive. I am working on myself. I am confident. Oh, that was 4. Whatever. I am powerful. Think of the first 3 words that come to mind and use those 3 statements every day until you believe them. And once you believe them, start using different statements. Spirit, what else? What else needs to go into their routine? What else needs to become a part of their routine to level up, Spirit? What else needs to... Okay, so this is just better self-care habits. What type of self-care do they need, Spirit? What type? Honestly, you need to chill. You need to chill. Go in your backyard. If you don't have a backyard, go outside. Sit on a park bench. Lay in your hammock. Lay in your bed. Watch a movie. Like, you need to chill. You need to relax. Like, you need to build in some relaxation time into your life. Yeah. Relax. Chill. And then we have the 9 of Swords. So every time you have a fear, Spirit wants you to turn away and stop focusing on that fear. Because our fears grow and grow and grow as we focus on them. But as we, don't focus on them, they don't grow. When you focus on your dream grows. And so anytime you have these fears or these ideas that you're not good enough or you're not going to make it, you have to redirect your thoughts. So part of your routine is redirecting away from your fears every time they come up. Whether this is saying, I choose trust, or replacing your fear with your goal, with your dream. And maybe you want to be famous on YouTube. I will never make it. Change it to, I am a successful YouTube star, or whatever it is. Spirit, are there more? Is there anything else that needs to go into their routine in order to level up, Spirit? Anything else that needs to go into their routine? Shedding light on the darkness. Spirit, what is this about? Thinking outside of the box. Thinking outside of the box, talking to others, collaborating with others, to get your passion, your creativity, your ideas flowing. That's what you need. It's like you're self-made, you're a one-man show, a one-man band, you're doing everything yourself. And Spirit is like, part of your routine is kind of communicating your ideas and your feelings and your hopes for the future with other people. And if you're afraid that someone is going to steal your idea, because I'm already hearing a fear, that's just another fear. And don't not focus on, donut. Maybe you like donuts. Maybe you should go get a donut. Do not focus on your fears, because your fears are not real. They're just fears. Is there anything else you want to talk about here? Last thing. It's the last thing, Spirit? Okay, yeah, last thing. You have a lot on your plate. So much on your plate. So much that you cram into your schedule that is unnecessary. So look at your schedule. See how you can make it better. See what you can take off. See what isn't serving you. And erase it from the schedule. Take it off the planner. Take it out of the calendar. Let it go. And get more rest. All right, this is all I have for you. I hope you enjoyed the reading. If you did, please drop a like, comment, subscribe to my channel. I would love to hear your thoughts about this reading. If you're interested, I have a spiritual retreat coming up in October and November of this year in Hawaii on the island of Oahu. It's going to be amazing. I also am a personal trainer. I do online training programs. I do personal readings, and I also do Reiki healing. So if you're interested in any of this, please hit me up. My website is down below, TarotXTayFit.com. I also have a TikTok and Instagram where I post readings, and it's the same handle, TarotXTayFit. All right, I hope you have a beautiful day, and I'll see you next time. Bye. What's up, pile 2? If you chose this black tourmaline little tip point, I don't even know what to call this. It's just like a pyramid on the top, but you know, if you chose this black tourmaline, this is going to be a reading all about how to level up. And right off the bat, I'm getting this vibe that you are a very positive, loving, sweet person, and you kind of just say yes to a lot, or you do things all the time for other people, and it's awesome. It's a great quality about you, but there's a sense of you feeling drained or not being able to focus on what really matters or what you need to get done. So Spirit, show me more. Tell me more about pile 2. How can pile 2 level up, Spirit? How can pile 2 level up? Do you want me to take these, the middle one? Okay, so Spirit, how can pile 2 level up? I feel like you tend to get backed into this corner, and you are who you are, and so you do these sweet things, and it just, it's like how you can level up is like you have to do a full sweep, a full change, a whole full clean house. Like that's, you know, when they say, oh, time to clean house, and they fire a bunch of people, that's like what I'm feeling. And so there's just a sense of firing people from your life, and not just because they're fired doesn't mean that they can't remain, like, you know, acquaintances or friends. It's just firing them from the position. Maybe the position that they hold in your life is dumper. That sounds so gross, but like they dump all their feelings on you. That's their position. Bam, fired. I can't do that. I can't handle that. That's how Spirit is showing me. It's interesting. Okay, so Spirit, show me more about this. How can pile 1 level up? Yeah, clean house. Fire people from their positions that aren't serving you. They're not doing well for your business. Think about yourself as a business, your body as a business. Is your business thriving, or is it falling behind? Is it falling short because of these people, because of these positions that are all around you? And so it's time to clean house. It's time to fire them. Spirit, tell me more about this. How can pile 2 level up, Spirit? How can pile 2 level up? It's like you're trying to climb a mountain and you never reach the top because all these people are just pushing you down, holding you back. They don't mean to. They don't mean to. And you don't mean to fall off the mountain. You're just too nice. You're so sweet. It's a good quality. It's a great quality. You're positive. You're sweet. You're always smiling. You're always saying yes. You're always there for people. And so how you can level up is you can show them other alternatives. You can show people other alternatives. You can give them, oh, here is what you can do instead of me, instead of coming to me. And it's like you show people some of your cards, but you don't show them all of your cards, in a sense of you're not showing people how you truly feel. You're keeping a mask on. You're not showing people how you truly feel. You're not telling them how you truly feel. You're not communicating how it's really affecting you, how you lay up all night thinking about them. You are crying over their problems because you're taking them in. It's not fair to you. You don't deserve to be taking on all of these issues, all of these problems, all of this pain, all of this suffering that has nothing to do with you, but you're empathic, you're a lover, you're positive, you're sweet. That's why people come to you. Your energy is contagious. Your energy is good. People want your energy. They leech off your energy, though, and then it leaves you exhausted. It leaves you rolling down the hill and having to climb back up the next week. Spirit, tell me more about this. Tell me more. How can pile 1 level, or no, pile 2, sorry. Maybe there's a message for you in pile 1, but honestly, I think that was just an accident. How can pile 2 level up? So, find more stability in your life. But how can they find more stability? For one, cutting off some of these people, clean house, firing them from these positions they hold in your life. Spirit, how can pile 1 become more stable? It's mostly like mentally stable, to be honest. There's a lot of mental energy here. How can pile 1 become more mentally stable, Spirit? How can pile 1 become more mentally stable? Okay. Commit. It's coming in like I'm just going to lay them all out here. Commit to putting yourself first, to pouring into your cup first, to not dealing with the drama that comes to find you. And I'm not saying you're part of the drama. I'm saying they want to talk to you about the drama. So committing to cutting that off, being like, I don't have the energy to talk about this today. I don't have the space to hold for you. I need to focus on myself. I'm really tired. I have a lot on my plate. You never ask about me, so why are you throwing all this on me about you? Commit to putting yourself first. Commit to pouring into your own cup. Commit to getting all of your stuff done before you allow any of this extra energy to cloud your mind, cloud your vision, cloud your life, cloud your space, cloud your house, cloud your energy. Like, this is black tourmaline. This is a powerful crystal to keep away negative energy. So Spirit, tell me more. Tell me more, Spirit. How can pile 2 level up? How can pile 2 level up, Spirit? How can pile 2 level up? How can pile 2 level up? Okay, Spirit wants to talk about boundaries. Okay, so I'm just going to bring these to the top. What boundaries does pile 2 need to put in place to level up? What boundaries does pile 2 need to put in place to level up? Spirit, clarify this moon. What is this moon about? What is this illusion? What illusions? Okay. One strong boundary is you need to stop creating this illusion that you're interested or that you want. It's almost like you're like, oh yeah, call me and let me know what happens. But you don't want to know what happens. You don't give a fuck. You actually don't care at all. Like, you don't want to know what happens because then it gets you more heavily involved. And so Spirit is saying, in order to find a balance in your life, don't create this illusion that you care about their drama or their problems. Like, yeah, you care about them, you care about their well-being, but you are not invested in whether or not their friend cheated or whether or not their baby daddy did this or whether or not their finances are going to shit. Like, you're not invested in that. Yeah, you're invested in, like, you don't want to know if, like, oh, the bank got back to them. Like, it's crazy. You're invested in their well-being, but you're not invested in their life and their drama and the negativity that they're pouring out. So don't act like you're interested. Don't ask questions like, oh, so what happened? No. You don't want to bring that shit up unless they're bringing it up. Then you can focus on what you need to say or do to steer the conversation elsewhere, because you're not actually interested. Okay, Spirit, what other boundaries need to be put in place here for pile 2? What else needs to be put in place for pile 2? What other boundaries, Spirit? Okay. So we have death and we have the 2 of Wands. So a lot of this has to do with, like, people that you love, people that you are friends with, that you adore, that you've had a lot of time spent with each other, that have been in your life for a long time. You've always been this person. You've always been the one that they can call, that they can dump on, that they can put their problems on, that you can solve their problems because you're fucking positive. Like, holy shit. Like, you are so positive and so loving and like a sun to the world. Like, you have to see your power. You are the sun to the world. That's why everyone is coming to you. And they don't understand that you've changed. You're not in this role anymore. You've cleaned house. You haven't just cleaned house of their roles. You've cleaned house of your role. Your role does not exist anymore. And so it's time for them to understand that their role does not exist. All right, so let's see, Spirit, what other boundaries? What other boundaries? What other boundaries does pile 2 need to set? What other boundaries does pile 2 need to set? Okay. Okay, so I hate to say it like this, but you need to be more honest. You need to be more honest about things that are right, when things are right and wrong. Oh, these ones were not in there. Okay, so we have the Queen of Cups, we have the Four of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune, Justice. I don't know if you even care what the cards are, you just care about the message, but what Spirit wants you to know is that you know right from wrong. You have a good moral compass. So shut that shit down. Shut it down. When somebody tells you that they acted in a certain way, and in your head you're like, holy shit, what is wrong with this person? Shut it down and tell them what they did was wrong. Don't ask, be like, oh, so then what happened? Like, don't invest. Shut it down. Be fair, be honest, be open, be truthful. Communicate exactly. You don't always have to be the ray of sunshine. You don't have to be like, oh, are you okay? Like, I'm worried about you. You can be like, bro, what you did was wrong. That's not cool. You shouldn't be cheating. You shouldn't be talking to other guys. You shouldn't be doing this. You shouldn't be doing that. Like, be honest. Because then they're going to be less likely to come to you with that same problem again and again and again and drain you again and again and again. It's like, no. Not anymore. And then you're going to have way more energy. You're not going to be falling down that mountain, struggling to stay on top of what you need to accomplish. Spirit, are there more boundaries? Okay. So another boundary needs to be with money. It needs to be with people taking advantage of you and your situation, and it has to do with money. It has to do with stability. It's like people being like, oh, can you pay for a dinner? I'll pay you back in a month. I'll pay you back later. And you're like, yeah, that's fine. It's okay. But in reality, it's causing stress. It's causing turmoil. It's causing mental... It's like causing a... How do I put this? It's taking up space in your brain. It's taking up space in your brain. Why do you have to be the one to hunt someone down for money? Why do you have to be the one to put in this uncomfortable position? Why did you come if you can't pay? There has to be a boundary there. Spirit, are there more boundaries? Are there more boundaries? Are these supposed to come out? Okay, I didn't think so. Whoa. The boundaries can't get messy either. You gotta hold your boundaries strong is what Spirit is saying. You gotta hold your boundaries strong. Spirit, tell me more. Any more boundaries? Any more boundaries? Okay, so now we're going to talk about routine. I like all the cards that are coming out in this pile. There's a lot. Okay, so routine. What routine can pile 2 put into place to level up? What routine? Yeah, because look at my incense is like burnt out. You're burnt out. You're burnt out from a bunch of shit that's not your shit. I'm cussing a lot in this pile. Like, you got me on... Not leveling up, you got me on another level. Because I'm like, dude, this is making me angry. People were taking advantage of you. All right, anyways, moving forward, Spirit, what routines need to be put into place for pile 2? What routines need to be put into place for pile 2? What routines need to be put into place for pile 2 to level up? Let's be more specific. What, okay. Spirit is saying you are stronger than you think you are when it comes to your creative ability, when it comes to your ability to make money, ability to level up. It's like you don't see your potential because your potential is clouded by everyone else's BS. And so when you can set these boundaries and put these boundaries in place and stop engaging with stuff that's not your problem, essentially, it's just too much to deal with. It's not your problem. It's somebody else's problem to deal with. When you cut that all out, you're going to see your creative abilities, your ability to make money, your ability to think outside the box, And so this routine, Spirit kind of directs me. What is this routine about, though? So what is your routine here? So a part of your routine needs to be tapping in to your sacral chakra. This is a chakra located 2 inches below your belly button. This has to do with your creative abilities, your ability to birth new ideas or people, but we're talking about creativity here. So, tap in with that sacral chakra. Tap in with that flow state, that feminine energy. Tap in with the color orange. It's all in the sacral chakra. And just focusing on this chakra, focusing on your creativity daily, just maybe doing, some chanting to do with the sacral chakra. This would be Vam. If you don't want to chant, maybe you do a meditation and you focus on the sacral chakra 2 inches below your belly button. You focus on an orange light, and every time you breathe in and breathe out, this orange light grows and it builds and it gets bigger and bigger and covers your whole body. And this orange light is filled with creative ideas, energy, and you start to, have ideas. Or maybe you don't want to do that, but you want to just focus on something like art. You want to paint, you want to draw, you want to sing, you want to write poetry, whatever it is. Take 10 minutes a day, Spirit is saying. 10 minutes a day. I was going to say, if you don't have 5, but Spirit was like, nah, bro. They need 10 minutes a day to focus on this creative center, to focus on this abundance that is right inside of you, that grows like a beautiful flower. And it's beautiful. And Spirit's saying, focus on that. Focus on the sacral chakra, 10 minutes a day. Focus on, I don't know how to say this nicely. Focus on looking better each day. Focus on getting ready, taking care of yourself in a better way. Like, when you get dressed and it's not like, oh, you have to wear makeup. No, it's like when you get dressed and brush your hair, people are like, oh, you look so good. And it makes you feel good. And you're putting that energy back into yourself. And Spirit is saying, part of your routine should be just getting ready a little bit more. Like, not rolling out of bed and going to work like that. Just rolling out of bed and brushing your hair and then going to work like that. It's just a little bit more effort. Spirit, what else needs to be part of the routine? It's gonna come a long way, make you feel a lot better. Another part of your routine is investing in this idea of clearing your energy. Clearing your energy with the shower. Literally so easy. Get in the shower. Think about this water is clearing all this negative energy from everyone off of you as you're showering. And if you have time, take a bath sometimes. And if you want, use sage to clear your energy. But water is very powerful for you. If you live by a body of water, hop in that lake, hop in that ocean, hop in that stream, lay in the lay in the gutter. I mean, not really, but like one time I was in Hawaii and I fell hiking. It was raining and my whole back was muddy and the water was coming down the gutter, but it was just brand new, rainwater. It was coming down heavily and I just laid in the gutter and the water was just pouring over me and I was like being cleansed and rebirthed. Like it was beautiful. So when I say lay in the gutter, that's what I mean. Spirit is just positive. And it'll bring back your positive sun-like energy that you deserve to have for yourself, that everyone is dimming. They're dimming your light, but you're allowing them to dim your light. Spirit, what other routines does pile 2 need? Does pile 2 need any other routines? I really don't think you do. One more shuffle. Nope. Okay, so yeah, that's it. That's nice. Honestly, that's nice. Cleanse your energy, tap into your sacral chakra, and just get a little bit ready because you'll feel a lot of it better. All right, this is all I have for you, pile 2. I really hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please like my video. Please comment so I know what's up. Please subscribe to my channel, share with your friends, whatever. Also, I'm a personal trainer. I do online training on my website below. I also do personal readings. And I also do Reiki healing. I'm also, yes. I'm also hosting a spiritual retreat in Hawaii in October and November of this year. I still have some spots open. I would love to have you. Please hit me up. And I hope you have a beautiful day and I'll see you in my next reading. Bye. What's up, pile 3? if you chose this tiger's eye, this is going to be a reading all about, now let me refocus. Focus. All right, this is going to be a reading all about how to get to the next level. So I hate to put it out there like this, but Spirit was just showing me that you're a lot more talk and a lot less action than you need to be in order to get to the next level. And not saying that you don't have the potential, you have the potential, but you have to connect your talk to your actions. And this is all about power. This is about confidence. This is your solar plexus energy. This is the energy that does things. That's a go-getter, that gets it done. So Spirit, tell me more about this. How can pile 3 level up? How can pile 3 make it to the next level or get to the next level? How can pile 3 make it to the next level? Okay, Spirit. Obviously, there's more I have to talk about before we get to the cards. It's connecting your thoughts with your actions, your ideas to your actions. So you have this idea of creating a website, you know everything you're going to put on it. So why don't you go on Squarespace or Square and start setting that up? That's what Spirit is saying. You have this idea of working from home and creating this life that you want. So why don't you start little steps? Start working from home. If you work for someone, you ask your boss, can we start working at home? And it's like taking the action to these ideas or thoughts. And I'm not saying it's easy, like, oh, can I work from home? Oh yeah, you can work from home. No, maybe there's a fight that has to happen in order for you to get what you want. But that's where your power comes from. That's where the confidence comes from. That's where the I can do this comes from. Spirit, tell me more. What does pile 3 need to do to level up? Spirit, what does pile 3? You need to trust yourself. You need to trust yourself. Spirit doesn't even want to give cards. I'm just confused right now. You need to trust yourself and know that you are able to do something. You need to believe in yourself. You need to hype yourself up more. It's like you have so many great ideas, and it doesn't have to be like, oh, just working from home. Like, you have way better ideas than working from home. You have a lot of ideas, a lot of business ideas, a lot of interior design ideas. Like, this is different for everybody. But you have so many ideas that you are trying to create, that you are trying, well, I don't even want to say trying, because Spirit is saying ideas go to live and die in your head because you don't take action towards them. And these ideas are meant to they're meant to come alive. You're meant to see them. You're meant to see them grow. You're meant to act towards them. You're meant to create them. You're somebody who's like an entrepreneur. You're somebody who can create something so beautiful if you would just start. And it doesn't have to be a leap and a bound. It can be a small little step. I read something today on somebody's Instagram, and she is very successful. And let's just put it like this. Her and her husband, I met them a few years back. They started bringing me water to the park. They sell Kangen water, and they do some other stuff. But they literally started by just bringing water to people and trying to share the love. And like, you could tell they're very passionate about it. And they started off with very little, and bam, their business is fire now. And I read something on her Instagram story that said something about taking the little steps every day made it less overwhelming and allowed me to work towards my goal. Just small steps every day. Don't look at the big picture, look at the small steps. And I think that's exactly what you need right now. That's what you need to hear. Okay, Spirit, can we use the cards now? Let's see. It's so funny. I don't think we can use the cards. But it's yeah, no, we can't. We can't. Spirit's saying no. Spirit's just saying you don't need to depend on other people, on other tools to get things done. It's not like, oh, you need to go pay someone for the website. No, you can do it yourself because you're very self-sufficient, but you're questioning yourself. And so how can they, like, what boundaries do they need, Spirit? Can I use the cards for this? Okay, I think I can use the cards for this. What boundaries do they need to set in order to level up, Spirit? What boundaries do they need to set in order to level up? I think Spirit is fucking with me. The cards are done. All right. What boundaries do they need to set to level up? One boundary is not being negative towards yourself in the sense of, it's interesting because you know you can do these things, but there's something that's stopping you. Spirit, show me what is stopping them. I mean, it's your own self. You're standing in the way of your own goals. You're standing in the way of your own dreams because there's a part of you that believes you can't do it. There's a part of you, or else you would be doing it. And the thing is that you can do it. You can create any of these things that these ideas are coming to you for a reason. These ideas were not put into somebody's head who couldn't achieve them. And so that's the issue here. Spirit wants you to achieve them. Spirit is putting these ideas in your head because you're the one who's capable of this. And so in order to reach these goals, in order to level up, you have to work on your own energy. You have to work on your confidence. You have to work on your self-worth. It's all about the solar plexus. Now I know why you chose this stone. It's about the solar plexus. Have you ever heard about the solar plexus? The solar plexus is in the center of your stomach. This has to do with your fears, your abilities, your confidence, your self-worth, your courage, your ability to step up, to get things done, to go, to make it to the next level. You have all the tools you need. You have everything you need to make gold. Now make gold. That's what Spirit is saying. If you could go and pay someone 10 grand for a website, or you can make it yourself in 2 days. You can go and pay someone to meal prep all your food, or you can make it by yourself in 1 hour. It's like that. It doesn't have to be so specific as to those things, but it's just, you're looking outside of yourself when you don't need to be looking outside of yourself. Spirit, tell me what the only boundaries that need to be set are with yourself. Actually, this is what it is. It's not a boundary. You're setting a boundary with yourself, and you need to let go of the boundary. There needs to be no boundaries. There needs to be no limits. You have to take away the boundaries. You have to unleash yourself, to free yourself, to let yourself not be scared of achieving this greatness that you can achieve. You might not realize it, but you have a fear of being successful. Because if you didn't have a fear of being successful, you would have already acted. And if you would have already acted, you would have been hella successful by now. And so Spirit is saying, dude, I feel like this pile is crazy. Like, I love this energy. Unleash yourself, free yourself, let yourself be seen, let yourself be heard, let your ideas go. And the only person who can create these ideas is you, because nobody knows them better than you. These ideas aren't in somebody else's head, they're in your head. So stop looking outside of yourself for help, because you're the help. You're the one who can achieve this, not somebody you can pay, not somebody you can call. It's you. It's all about you. So the boundaries you need is you need to unleash your boundaries. You need to let these boundaries go. You need to stop putting boundaries or barriers on yourself, around yourself. And you need to just go for it. So Spirit, what is the routine that they can put into place here? What is the routine that they can put into place? I can, I will, I am, I do, I achieve. What is it? You say this to yourself every day. I am successful. I can achieve this. I will achieve this. Maybe you say it as I have. You already have achieved this. I already have achieved my dream. I am successful. I am confident. I am powerful. I am abundant. I am able. I'm not being like, oh, I don't need nobody. Like, you don't need to do that. But you need to build yourself up. The routine of building yourself up, the routine of writing down your ideas and writing down, how can I achieve these ideas? What is the first step by step? Because the whole picture is too overwhelming to you and it makes you feel like you can't achieve it. But Spirit is saying, work on building up your confidence, work on building up the I am statements, I will, I achieved, I can, I will, I do, whatever. Build those up. And at the same time, the routine that needs to be added is building in the how-to. Here's my goal, okay? Bam, you make like a little thing. How do you achieve this goal? How do you achieve this goal? And it's like a whole web. Or maybe you don't like to see a diagram like that. You like to see a step-by-step. Step 1, this, arrow. Step 2, this, arrow. Step 3, maybe you don't like that. Maybe you like a list. Okay, write the list of what you need. Spirit is saying you can do this. Is there anything else of their routine that they need to do, Spirit? Anything else in their routine that they need to do? One more time, Spirit. Is there anything else that they need to do in their routine? There's something else, but I'm trying to figure it out. Spirit, tell me. Tell me, please. Okay, so I'm trying to, Spirit, is this about, it's about other people, but it's not about placing it on other people. It's about, you know, not being afraid to share your ideas with the world, not being afraid to tell someone about your idea, because this is a thing. Only you can create this idea, but if you talk about it with somebody, you can get feedback and you can be like, oh, how do you think I could achieve this? Or you don't even have to say it like that. Like, oh, I have this idea of creating this business that is a travel business, and I create retreats around the world, and I collaborate with people who want to host retreats, maybe like fitness professionals, whatever. And then the person is like, oh my gosh, yes, you should also hit up nutritionists. You should also hit up people who do massage therapy. You should also hit up people who do sound healing or music. You should hit up people who have businesses and they want to teach people a certain skill at these retreats. And then you're like, oh shit, like, wow, this just became a way bigger scale than I thought. It's like bouncing your ideas off of people will help you to get the full picture and will help you to understand how to get there. Spirit, is there anything else that they need to add into their routine? No, so that's it. I finally got the message out for you. And look at that. I had to depend on myself, not the cards. So Spirit is saying depend on yourself, not everything else around you. You don't have to pay someone to do something. You don't have to use these tools, because these tools are within you. These tools are your communication skills to collaborate, not even collaborate with people. It's not even collaboration, but these communication skills to just talk to people and bounce off your ideas and have a good conversation, have a little fun with it, not be scared of them taking your ideas or anything like that, because the only person who can achieve this and can see it is you, because this idea is in your mind and you know exactly what it is. They don't. You just have this vision that they can't see. And so, you know, communication, building yourself up, and writing down your ideas to see the practical approach. Okay, so this is all I have for you. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you have a beautiful day. And also, I wanted to let you know I have a website down below where I do personal training online. I also do Reiki healing. I also do personal readings, and I host spiritual retreats. So my next retreat is in Hawaii in October and November of this year. I would love to have you, and I hope you have a beautiful day. Bye. Oh, and not to mention, I forgot this part. If you liked my reading, please drop a like, please drop a comment, please subscribe to my channel, please share with your friends, and I would love your feedback on how this reading resonated for you. All right, I hope you have a beautiful day. Bye.